Why is my case taking so long at the U.S. Embassy? Hi, my name is Audra Doyle, and I'm the owner and attorney of Doyle Law here in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is a huge problem for my clients. They are suffering. And if you are watching this video, you are also struggling with this same situation. So today we're going to talk all about it. And by the end of this video, you should have a clear idea of the answer to this question. I'm also going to give you some strategies that you can take if you feel that your case is even past the normal, which are awful, processing times for the embassies. So let's dive right in. The first thing you need to understand is how this works. When you file a case, a family-based immigration case, or an employment-based case, and the beneficiary lives overseas, they need to get an immigrant visa in their passport. The only way to do that is to go to the U.S. Embassy, have an appointment, and have their passport stamped. There are very few, if not zero, exceptions to that. So everybody that wants to immigrate to the U.S. that is not currently here needs to have an immigrant visa in their passport. But you need to keep in mind, it's not just about immigrant visas. It's not just about family members coming to the U.S. We have all the non-immigrant visas. So embassies, usually in their consulates, they have a non-immigrant visa section and they have an IV unit immigrant visa section. They also have American Citizen Services, etc., etc. Lots of different activities at each consulate. Now, I want you to understand, in normal times, we could get, and that means before the pandemic, we could usually get an appointment, I would say within 3 to 4 months. It would be the maximum waiting time for any of these embassies. Even Ciudad Juarez, which is historically one of the busiest consulates in the entire world, even there, it would be less than 6 months that you would have to wait before an available appointment would come up for you. So that's where we were. When the pandemic happened, the embassies had to shut down. They shut down and they did not reopen all at the same time because they're in different countries. Those countries have different COVID responses. There was a wave in India. There was a wave in different countries of COVID reactivating for those countries. And so the embassies have to follow country protocols and they shut down again. So all of this means that the embassies are way, way, way behind schedule. Second problem, the State Department is understaffed at this time. There was a hiring freeze, and now they are scrambling, trying to hire consular officers to take care of these cases. So that's what the problem is. You say, why is my case taking so long? That is literally the reason why your case is taking so long, okay? We've got COVID delays, they're behind schedule, they're understaffed. Those are the reasons. Now, what do we do about it? Number one, I want you to know that the State Department has started to propose rules to waive some interviews. Not for immigrant visas, but if they waive anybody's interview, that means your family member gets to go a little faster in their line because one person is out of the way. So that's good news. But I think the State Department should do much, much more. And we have a link on our Facebook page, or you could sign up for an email newsletter. We'll give you a link where you can contact the folks in charge. Contact the Biden administration and say, hey, look at this horrible problem. Please help your constituents to fix this problem. And we will help you get that information if you want it. Next, you can submit an inquiry to the embassy or to the National Visa Center if your case is stuck at NVC. NVC will not forward the case to the embassies until a visa appointment is available. Next, you can contact your senator or your local representative. And finally, for the most egregious cases, and I have one that I'm thinking about for this, we may need to file a mandamus lawsuit that tells the State Department, the court orders the State Department to take action on the case. So that is like the nuclear option. So far, I haven't had to do it, but we're close. Let me give you some processing times. I have some cases in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. They've been waiting for an appointment since October 2020. That's more than a year. We're almost up to a year and a half for those folks. I have some cases in Islamabad, more than a year. I have some cases in India where no appointment available, and the National Visa Center is just holding it until India gets back on its feet again. So we are seeing some huge delays. I want you to know you are not alone. And the only way that we're going to get this fixed is if the State Department fixes its policies, if the State Department becomes more efficient, and if the State Department hires more workers. That's what needs to happen to help your case move faster. And the only way that our government moves, I think, is to petition the government. So I definitely hope that you'll be willing to sign the latest letter to the administration to make this department do better. I hope that this information has been helpful to you. Please give us a like or follow us on YouTube. And if you have any questions, always contact us 404-325-5858.